These folks had some questions about the road.
On X Avenue, the 2 mile closure, there's 2 people with heart problems, 2 people with cancer. Is there any way the county can send postcards, or just saying it's on the state website, you go to Tama County? I mean, who's going to look just in case their road's going to get closed? Nobody is going to do that.
Do any of the people informed of what's going to happen when you work on the roads?
We do not go out and knock door to door or anything like that. No, we don't. We're somewhat, how do I put this? So we've looked at it. We go out and work on roads. We try to post it that we're working on when they're closed so that people can see it. You're right that people don't necessarily go out and look for that information. At some point, we try to put the information out in a way that we can do it consistently. And it's tough to consistently get a hold of everybody that needs to know about it. For example, if I tell you that the road is closed, but I live just down the road, you didn't tell me, we end up just doing it the same way consistently. We just try to have this policy that we do it the same way every time. We post it so that the public has a chance of knowing it, but no, we do not go door to door to do it.
But this one wasn't posted.
It's on the our web, the road notification tool. There's a mechanism where you can be part of this, that you can receive the notifications of road closures. It's like the EMS, the emergency personnel, they receive notification about this.
So does anybody here know about that? I mean, I'm just saying, how do we communicate that to Tama County so I can sign up for a road closure if I know? I mean, but I think we need to educate the whole county so that we can all say, okay, let's just check and see. But I mean, in this situation, was medical emergency. Nobody knew. Roads are closed. Nurses are trying to get to this person. You know, we can't get feed trucks. We can't get and hydrants. We can't get anything, and absolutely zero notice. And we've got farmers trying to get corn to town, and by just closing it with no notice.
Sure.
I mean, I think if we can put something out to politics, put it in the newspaper, whatever, say, hey, everybody can sign up for this app or check road closures here. I don't think
that would be
knew
great
about
if it was in the paper that there
is. I mean, I think we should, as Tama County, put something out there so that everybody, not just people here, know about it. I think that'd be a great idea.
It'd be wonderful if it was in the paper or something.
Yeah.
When you work on this 2 mile stretch, is that impassable?
If we had to get emergency personnel, we could get emergency personnel.
But these people are getting daily care.
They close the barricade at night then?
The barricade is there. It can be driven around, I believe. So.
Okay. Like the one on our route, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys have Tama County public nurses coming in because they're, you know, daily coming and going, and so that's where the issue is coming in.
So it's not a terribly long project. Well, let me rephrase it. Depending on how the weather goes today, if we have today being a nice work day, we'd be done by the end of the week. That's what we're looking at. Was talking with the foreman about that this morning.
And maybe if you could update something on, like on your Facebook page or something that says we plan to be done, so those people can schedule then the anhydrous to come the weekend or whatever. I think just communication is critical.
It's great. So we do try to put some stuff on the Facebook page also. Okay. Yes. But no, I don't know as we did this one in advance. You're correct.
How far in advance do you usually know that type of road closure?
You have to work with contractors to make sure that he's actually good to go, like on Monday, you know, day or two.
Kind of a spur of the moment thing.
To some degree, yeah. That's not because part of it is too, as you get to, you'd say, well, Thursday, Friday, we should know a week ahead. Weather, you know, and we're getting toward the end of the year, and it wasn't real certain that we're going to be able to move forward with this. And there's still a window that we can do it. We're trying to sneak in a little bit of extra work while the contractors there got dirt to get rid of. They want to get rid of the dirt. It helps us. It'll be better when this gets done. It'll be happier as far as driving through. There'll be less snow drifting across the road. It'll be a better deal. It's now or never is what it comes down to. It really was more of a spur of the moment.
So you don't put any flags on like you do when you're cleaning ditches? You know,
not in this case. That's a good point.
Normally
we're cleaning ditches.
We've always done that out home whenever South Town.
Right.
Whenever you've done any dirt work, you always called, you know,
when we're excavating.
Yes.
We're not excavating, dirt's being brought up to us, so that's a good point.
But if you did put those flags, well, at least it would give somebody a heads up. You know, they're going to be here doing something. Can I call? And so those people, because I know when we get them on our road, you can at least follow up.
You're right, that's a fair point, and that's the difference, is that we were doing, when we do excavation,
Right,
then we
right.
have to do the one call, that's why the flags are in place.
But this
Not
one,
just for dirt, putting dirt on, and that's a good point why it's noticeably different, yeah.
Okay.
I had one thought about this stuff you do, and I'm very I won't have to deal with it, but you know what the state does, they got the electronic signs they set up on each end of the construction area, and road would be closed at certain times or days. A single sign on a single post with that information, how difficult would that be? That's a rhetorical question, I want you to just think about it.
That'd be so great, Larry. That would be so great.
that's
Even
a
2 days ahead of time would give people,
I don't think
Time.
that's too much to ask.
Well,
The public
if you
knows.
have those or could
Consider
get
that,
them,
those are
that'd be
the
great.
Yeah.
Well, electronic board we probably won't be looking at, but
Oh,
sometimes.
well, I'm not even saying going that far, just a tag that you can put on for date.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be super.
Just
Couple
as
days
they were
ahead.
saying, it'll be closed. next Monday.
Tentatively, you don't even have to
Yeah.
say Monday to Friday, but tentatively in this range.
That's a good idea, I think.
Okay. Question concerning.
What's my
intermodal-
idea, that was the state's, they always have the good ideas.
You just ask them down in Des Moines, I'll tell you.
Iowa one call. What's the county's, for calling ahead for, buried lines and stuff like that?
Same as everybody else, same as you at your house, it's 48 hours that we have to mark it, and then we have to call in, and they've got 48 hours to come out. It's not uncommon after 48 hours, it happens where stuff is still not marked in 48 hours, and frequently we know there's something there, and
Because we understand that the internet was knocked out up there in that area. And we don't know for sure, if it's you guys or if it
Wouldn't
was
have
the
been your
other.
operation.
We weren't
You're putting dirt on it, not taking
Oh,
dirt off.
what day
Yeah.
was this? Like last Tuesday?
What day was it they were?
I was gonna say, because Brooklyn was out of internet all day Tuesday last week, so.
It may be something else. I just want to know what your policy was.
And furthermore, it's important to follow up. We do our own one calls. For example, let's say that a contractor's doing some work right here, and we're also going to do some work. It's kind of, we will do our own one call, exclusive of theirs. I don't care.
I mean,
Theirs doesn't apply to us.
from my understanding, what you were doing, you weren't doing any digging, you were, so you wouldn't be affecting it. But we had somebody complain that their internet went out, so it could be what you.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
coincidence.
I was gonna say, because the same company that's coming to do internet here in Tama is also the same company that is doing it, the fiber optic.
And like my son-in-law would say, the headlight went out on your car, it must be because you had the tire changed the other day. That's what.
Was it Farmers that was out, or
Huh?
was it Farmers that was out?
Yeah.
I haven't had meeting comment. I didn't notice.
Yeah. So, okay. Thanks.
Wow.
So we're still working on that, and like I was saying before, depending on how things go today with weather, maybe we'd be closer to being done with that by the end of the week. We're still doing a